Please watch through the entire video before commenting. You're subscribed to me. Every time I make a video, a notification goes in your sub box, and that's that. You miss one video? No big deal. You miss 3 videos? No big deal. You miss 7 videos? Let's say you miss even more videos than that. Automatically, as if magic, YouTube is notified that you are no longer interested in my uploads and stops showing them to you from your sub box. This is the deadly process known as subscriber burn, and it's basically the result of YouTube's algorithm deciding that you as a subscriber are no longer interested in a content creator's videos because of how many you missed. If you're subscribed to a lot of channels and I posted 20 videos in a row and you didn't watch any of them, YouTube's algorithm receives that notification that you're not interested and replaces my videos with somebody else's in your sub box. This is the reason why channels with millions upon millions of subscribers have such a hard time getting viewership, where a channel that could have 1 million subscribers probably only has 50,000 views per video. This is a very dangerous process because it affects not only the subscribers, but it also affects the content creator. This isn't a speculation video or hearsay through the grapevine type bullshit. This is actually a proven thing which happens on YouTube, and many other YouTubers have noticed it, seen it. Even you as viewers have probably seen it on other people's channels. I'll have a link in the description to Matt Pat's video from Game Theory talking about this in specific detail and why it's so dangerous for YouTubers. This algorithm system is basically meant to sort through all the stuff that people don't want to see in their sub box, especially when they're subscribed to a lot of channels. Now, I keep saying the word algorithm. Some of you may not know what it means. What an algorithm is, in basic terms, is basically a machine. It's the machine of YouTube that goes around figuring things out. Now, YouTube is far too big for humans to manage everything. Everything is done by a machine on YouTube. All the copyright claims, all the video takedowns, everything. So if it sees that you missed 10, 15, 20, the number is not specific. Don't think that if you miss 20 uploads from me, my videos won't be shown. It always varies, and there's so many variables that change when you get burned out. But when the YouTube algorithm decides that you are now a burned out subscriber, it takes you off of any kind of notifications that you would have from me in your sub box. This applies to every YouTuber. This is why Let's Plays are deadly. It's usually channels that do a lot of Let's Plays that have the most burnt out subscribers. And the reason for that being is because a lot of times, most people have seen this themselves too. Let's Plays start out with a lot of views, but they kind of get bad towards the middle, and towards the end maybe they pick back up again sometimes if you're lucky. But for the most part, Let's Plays kind of don't maintain the same amount of views that they have in the beginning, especially if it's a Let's Play over a long period of time. And times are different now from way back in 2007, 8, 9, when Let's Plays were a little bit more popular and people watched them more frequently. I'm not saying people don't watch Let's Plays right now too frequently, but it's not at the same frequency that it was way back in the day. So let's just say I started a Let's Play today. Random Let's Play of some random game. Sonic Adventure 2. A lot of you guys would be interested in that. But being realistic, a lot of you guys are not here for that. So it would probably only average 10,000 views per video. Right now, I average 50,000 views per video. If I start putting out a video series on a very frequent basis that doesn't stack up to the amount of views that my regular series has, that's going to inform YouTube's algorithm that, hey, people are missing a lot of the content that you're putting out. People are not interested in that content that you're putting out. It's a dangerous process because now it misinforms the YouTube algorithm that people are not interested simply because they're not watching the Let's Plays. This hurts a YouTube channel in so many ways. It hurts the subscribers that are not interested in the Let's Play because all they're waiting for is the content that they want. But because you're putting out so many videos of this Let's Play so frequently and so many are being missed at one time, the algorithm bot goes crazy and says, well, most of these subscribers aren't interested in you anymore, burn them. It sounds like a really harsh system, to be honest with you, but that's the reality of how the YouTube algorithm works. It's basically a machine, and it does what it's programmed to do, and what it's programmed to do is to give you the content that you're most likely to watch. And if you're not watching a majority of someone else's content, the bot will remove you from being notified, even if you are subscribed to them. How many times have you gone to a YouTube channel and seen that they posted recent things and not been informed and said, hey, what the hell is going on here? It's because, my friend, you're burned out. So right now, I have 141,000 subscribers, and I average 50,000 views per video on a regular basis. So if you look at ratios and percentages, my subscriber to viewer ratio is over 1 out of 3 because I average 50,000 views per video, but my subscriber base is 141,000. So that means that over 1/3 of my subscriber audience is actually watching my videos. That may not sound like too much. Sure, my viewer ratio may be lower than the amount of subscribers I have, but in reality, that's one of the best figures that you can hope for on YouTube right now. Let's look at a bigger channel, PewDiePie. PewDiePie has over 30 million subscribers, 30 million. And when you look at his videos, he averages 3 to 5 million viewers per video. All it takes is some simple math to see that his subscriber to viewer ratio is less than mine. The reason why is because PewDiePie constantly puts out videos on a daily basis, sometimes 3 to 4 a day, but people usually aren't interested in a lot of the games that he posts, so they miss frequent updates from him. They miss a ton of uploads from him. And because they miss all those uploads of those random games that they're not interested in that he plays, most of his subscriber base is burnt out. He made videos complaining about this, saying that YouTube is broken, and it's not necessarily broken. PewDiePie has burned out most of his subscribers due to the irrelevant videos that he posts of games that they're not interested in. I mean, he's still doing well, of course. I mean, PewDiePie is richer than most of us will ever be, but if you look at his videos, you'll simply see that there is a huge difference between the amount of subscribers he has and the amount of views per video he's getting, because most of his subscribers are burned out. So some of you now are saying, wait, ETIKA, you post 1 trillion videos at a time sometimes as well too. How come your subscribers aren't burnt out? The main reason why my subs aren't burned out is because most of you are watching my videos actively. I post hype news videos. News hype videos. I like news hype. And because I post these videos which are relevant, current events, involve topics that a lot of my audience are interested in, most of you watch them. And because you guys watch those videos so frequently and so faithfully, it keeps you from getting burned out because it's content that you're interested in. It's current events. How can current events not be relevant? I mean, it's relevant for the first, it's relevant because it's current events because it's relevant. That's basically the formula that helps keep me from being burned out, or it keeps you guys from being burned out. But what if I were to suddenly post a ton of videos that most of you don't care about? A lot of you are here for Smash content, a lot of you are for Attack on Titan, Pokemon, you know, Fire Emblem and whatnot. But what if I started posting one kind of video that most of you didn't like and started posting it frequently? You wouldn't be watching it. It'd be getting like, what, 10,000 views per video, 9,000 views per video? And that's not low, but it's low in comparison to everything that I've been doing up until now. Most of you will get burnt out from that process. So that's why a Let's Play, which none of you will watch, is so dangerous for gaming YouTubers like myself nowadays, because I have to rely on that little view counter below this video right now in order to keep these lights on. I have to rely on that view counter on these videos in order to have food in my stomach every night. Because of how dangerous that is, I'm going to be approaching Let's Plays a lot more cautiously from now on. Does this mean I'm canceling Fire Emblem? Hell no. I promised that I would finish that Let's Play, and I actually do enjoy the game a lot. So I will be finishing that game, and I will be posting the regular 2 episodes a day like I was before. But you have to understand that from going forward from here, I will not be doing any long Let's Plays unless it's extremely demanded. Because if I post a Let's Play and most of you don't watch it, then I risk you getting burned out, and I risk my channel going straight to hell. The last thing I want is for my subscriber base to be burned out. I want to keep this 1/3 going as time goes on. So when I have 300,000 subscribers, I want to be able to keep up and maintain 100,000 views per video. It sounds like a really crazy ratio to have, but there are people out there who do have it and who haven't burned out their subscribers, and by all means, I want to be one of those channels. So when a lot of you ask me why I wasn't posting gameplay videos, it's because I was trying to figure out a way around the burn. The main thing now that I'm going to be doing is just making sure that if I do Let's Plays of games, I will only do them in relevance to how many views that the last episode got and whatnot, or how many views the series is getting in general. I'll be doing tryouts of games, and I'll keep the parts going as long as the views are there. But when the views drop, you have to understand that I'm not stopping it just because I'm being greedy for money or whatnot. If the views drop, that means that most of you aren't interested. And if you're not interested in something that I'm posting very frequently, I don't want the algorithm bot to decide that you're not interested in me as a whole. Because let's say I do post 3 parts of a Let's Play a day, that means that if most of you miss that, that counts towards your burn meters. Miss enough, and that's it. You'll never see my uploads ever again. And then I'll wind up like one of those channels who have a ton of subscribers, but only a few views to compensate for it. So I hope this video informed you a bit about the YouTube side of things. A lot of YouTubers don't know that this system currently exists, and I hope that this informs them, because I told a couple of YouTubers the other day about this, and their eyes opened up wide because they realized that this was the system that was making their channels kind of not do as well as they were doing before. YouTube is a transforming beast, and every year it gets a little bit different. The formula is tweaked a little bit. You have to know these things in order to be able to adjust with them. And I think I've been adjusting quite well. I just want to make sure that I don't fall into irrelevancy. And the main way to do that is by posting videos that a lot of people don't care about. The Fire Emblem videos are probably not going to be getting 50,000 views per video because a lot of you just are not interested in it. The people who are interested, sure, they think about it like this, right? It looks like the people who are interested in Fire Emblem are a massive audience, but 10,000 people that are displeased or that want something really badly will always look bigger and sound louder than 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,000 people who are happy and pleased. So those 10,000 people who are displeased, or perhaps even more, you are going to naturally make a much bigger commotion about it, and you'll look like you're a bigger audience because you're displeased, when in reality, we'll see how many views the Fire Emblem videos get. Either way, I am going to finish that series, and if it does manage to like start to bottom out with views and get like 8,000, 6,000, 5,000, I won't be posting them as frequently because I don't want my viewership to get burned out. If the views on the Fire Emblem videos do drop, I'll be lessening them to once a day, and if they drop even further, once every 2 days. And this may be the system that I do regularly from now on because I want to make sure that the content that I post is being watched by you guys and not burning you out instead. I hope this informs you, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and of course, as usual, please have yourself a damn good one. And if you want to keep up with me, make sure that you watch a lot of my videos because the algorithm is out there, man. And if you miss enough of my shit, or anyone's shit out there for a fact, you ain't gonna see him no more. So keep that in mind. Take care of yourselves.